So my name is Justin Patchin. I'm an associate professor of criminal justice in the Department of Political Science. I also co-direct the Cyberbullying Research Center, and we are talking about Criminal Justice 103, Survey of the Criminal Justice System.
We're going to cover sort of the basics of law and talk about some general concepts that we'll need to apply to policing, courts, corrections later on.
So in Criminal Justice 103, we basically take a broad view of the American criminal justice system, talking about policing, courts, correctional institutions, the juvenile justice system, so that upon completion of that course, the student will have a good all-around view of how the system works, the different laws that affect them, but then also, how offenders are processed through the system.
The exclusionary rule. The exclusionary rule basically states that if an officer fails to follow proper procedures, if they don't have a warrant, or if they don't have probable cause, whatever evidence they found or seized or saw can be excluded, must be excluded from trial. Okay?
Criminal justice system is designed in a way to, tell citizens, laws tell us what we need to do, what we must do, what we can't do. But those laws also tell criminal justice professionals what they must do and what they can't do in terms of how they treat the general public and even those who are accused of committing a crime. The criminal justice system is a reflection of the public, and we elect officials who designate funding to criminal justice agencies and appoint sort of the leaders of police departments and prisons, and a very significant proportion of our tax money is going to fund these agencies, and so we need to understand the system so that if we have concerns about what's being done, we can work to get those concerns addressed.
Here's something for you to think about. And you get arrested. Can the officer search the contents of your cell phone? Raise your hand if you think yes. Like two people. Raise your hand if you say no. The rest of you are still trying to shake off, still waking up from last night, Thirsty Monday or whatever it was last night.
That's why I think this course is so important, because even if you've never been a victim and even if you never commit crime, it's important to know the rules and the laws. And it's also useful because if you're even just watching a crime show, you can get a general sense of whether or not the show is being depicted accurately and honestly, or if what you're seeing is just a dramatization of how it actually plays out.
Do you have a reasonable expectation of privacy in your house? Yeah, you do. Do you have a reasonable expectation of privacy if you're sitting on a park bench? No, it's a public place, right? So your expectation of privacy is lower. Simply
being ignorant of the law and not understanding how processes work is just a problem if you want to be an engaged citizen today in society. So, got to have that basic knowledge.